Hey my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. I hope everyone's doing well. So today I wanted to share some pockets that I've been working on for journals. So I've been playing around and trying to make and create pockets for junk journals where you don't have to use, where you don't have to back up your paper. You know, when you use the one-sided cardstock and the other side is white. I was trying to create a pocket where I can fold it in a way that I can hide the white part. So once I make the pocket, that the white part doesn't show. So of course I did practice on regular copy paper. I didn't want to waste the paper that I had. And then I did also print some printables just to see, because you know when you do it with a pattern paper, you can tell how the folding is going to go, and the pattern will give you more direction. And so I did print out some like backgrounds and stuff like that, so I can use a copy paper instead of the scrapbooking paper that I didn't want to waste, you know, because when you're trying to create this stuff, it doesn't always work out like you want in the beginning, and then you're going to be wasting a lot of paper. So I did a lot of that. I did use a lot of copy paper, so I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to say like 6 different pockets that while folding I was able to create. So I wanted to bring that to you guys. So I am working on 2 junk journals. And so I was just thinking of ways to create different pockets. I didn't want to continuously create the same pockets. So I was trying to see if I could get creative and do a different type of pocket. So I came up with some, and I call these more like inserts. They're like insert pockets where you insert it in between the pages. And so I wanted to come and share that with you guys. So the first one that I created is this one here. I did do some sewing on these. Looks very simple. I do have some tags here that I put aside because I wanted to use those as my ephemera to show you. So looks just like this, very simple. This is one of the papers that I printed out just so you can see. So I'm sorry, that's the other way. It would be one pocket here and another pocket here. So now when I say insert, this would be like this. So with this pocket here, you can create 4 pockets. So there's one pocket here, or like this way, or this way. Same here. I did do some sewing along the way, and then there's also here. So I did create a prototype book where I'm keeping all of my pockets in there that I create, so I can always refer to when I'm blanking out as to the pockets that I want to create in my junk journal. So I'm going to show you that at the end. But this is the first pocket that I created, and I'm going to show you how I did that one. So again, it's just one 8.5 by 11 inch. This is regular size copy paper, and as you can see, there's no white. So if you fold it the way that I did and do the pockets, you're not going to see any white, which that was what I was aiming for. So this is just a tag, but of course you can put like a note card in there. You can face it that way, you can face it this way, and same for this side. So let me just bring my book here so you can see. I'm going to use this book as an example. So the pocket's going to go like this, and you're going to have your pocket here or here like this, and then you're going to have a pocket there. So you'll have 2 pockets. Let me just put this one here. So I'm going to leave this one here so you can see, and then you have your pocket there. So that's one pocket. And then when I mean insert, it's because it's going to go between the pages, and then you're going to do the same thing on this side here. So you'll have your pocket here, and you'll have your pocket up there. So that's the first pocket. So I want to show you how to do this pocket real quickly. I'm going to keep this book beside me so I can continue using it. Okay, so I did print out some more. This is copy paper, but this is like colored copy paper. So I just printed out a few, and I just want to show you. I'm going to show you with the regular size 8.5 by 11. So what you're going to do with your sheet is you're going to fold it this way. Make sure it's even, because I tend to not fold them even, guys. I do not tend to fold them even. So you're going to fold it this way. And then you're also going to open it and fold it this way. And just make sure that the crease just adds up, you know, they meet up. Okay, and then you're going to open it again, and you're going to fold in the middle like that, like a triangle. You're going to do like a triangle. So you're going to do the same with this side here. And don't worry about it not meeting up. That has nothing to do with the design, okay? So, and then like this, you're going to cut here. So when you cut, you're not going to cut all the way to the end. So you give yourself like a guideline. I was just eyeballing it, but for the sake of the video, you give yourself a guideline here. Make a little line there, so that you don't get all the way to the end. And then you're going to cut. So you're going to cut a very, very, very thin cut. You don't want to cut it too thick. So right on the edge of that, and I just want to get closer so you can see, right on the edge, you're going to cut. And my line is right there, so I'm going to stop right there. Now you can see, let me just pull it off, how thin I cut. And that is what you need right there. And then you're going to repeat. So give yourself, again, a guideline. Again, I'm just eyeballing it, but you could definitely measure both sides. And I'm going to repeat that again. Where's my line there? Sorry, I lost my little, okay, there it goes. So I'm going to go there. I lost my, okay, so even if you lose your, like I did right now, just continue cutting down. I'm trying not to cut it too thick, that's why I'm, okay, so there you go, so there you go. Then I'm going to fold it back to the original fold that it had. And since it already has a crease in the middle, you're gonna fold it back this way. So the reason why I fold it in the beginning is so that you can so that the paper does remember how to fold in the original way, and you don't have any issues. So you should fold your paper first, and there you have your slits. Now, you can definitely sew it like I did. What I did was, because I knew that this part was my pocket here, I sewed along on the top side. Or you can glue it, of course. That's what I did first. I glued it first, and I glued my edges here, and then I sewed it once the glue was dried. So here is your pocket. On the other side, here is your pocket, and you're going to glue this part here, which I'm going to do with you right now. Or you can just open it and just glue. And you're going to do the same here. And then you're going to fold it. And there your top part is glued. And then you can just glue the remaining of it all the way around. And same for the other side. Okay. And then of course you can do your sewing, make it more pretty. I sewed all the way around, and then I sewed the pocket, of course, the part where I know it's not the pocket part. So there, and just to give it like charm. I love to see the sewing on it. I think it looks really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. So that is how I made that pocket there. Okay, I'm sorry, it's upside down. So that's the first pocket. Okay. Then for my second pocket, oh, so before that, I did do that on the bottom. You can also do it on the top. So this one I actually made a mistake, but it really turned out to be a good mistake, because I thought I meant to sew this part, but I actually sewed the pocket down, and both of them were loose. I still didn't glue any one of them down. So when I sewed this part here, I was like, oh God, I did it wrong. But actually, it turned out that you can do the pocket on the top instead of the bottom. So that one also works out. And it's the same. It's just the opposite. So the only thing is that this one I did do a bigger cut, as you can see there. And if you're gonna do it this way, it should be a little less cut like that. That way the paper could stay. And then again, you can always put like I usually do if my papers don't stay, I put like a clip on top. So that wouldn't matter too much to me. But just depending on the paper that you're using, I would say cut it a little bit thinner. This was just me getting a little bit ahead of myself and, you know, practicing and stuff, so I didn't care too much. But I did do the slit too big there, and you can see the white, which I don't like. So that's just a prototype there. So an example, I was playing around with it. But yeah, but the happy thing about this is that you can definitely use it both ways. You can use it up, you know, or down. So that's good. So then again, if you decide to do this one, you can actually twist it this way and it becomes the opposite way. So it'll be this side instead of this side. So you can definitely use the same one that I just did, and instead of using it down, you can use it up. So, and then, yeah, that's good. So again, there's 4 pockets that you can create from this. The 2 pockets here and the pocket in between once you insert it into the book like I showed. So that's that pocket. Then the second pocket that I created is this one here. For this one, I used scrapbooking paper. This is also one-sided scrapbooking paper. So this is kind of like a corner pocket. You can definitely make it smaller if this is too big. So it has a pocket here, and then once you insert it into the book, it's going to have a pocket here. So it's kind of similar to that one, but with a different angle. Let me bring the book right back. So here you're going to put the page this way in the corner. Of course, you can bring it down or bring it up, whichever way you want to do it. And then you're going to have your pocket here and your pocket here. And same thing for this side, your pocket here and your pocket here. This one was pretty easy, and I also did it with a page 8.5 by 11. So I cut down the scrapbooking paper to the size of regular copy paper. So I'm going to show you how to do this one here. Let's see which one I'm going to use. I'm going to use a cute looking paper here. One of the ones I printed out. Okay, we'll use this one here. Let's see. So this one is kind of similar to the first one. So what you're going to do with this one is you're going to go into the middle. You're going to fold it. And you're going to do the same on this. Okay, I folded wrong. Let's do that again. You're going to fold it. Let's hope I did that right this time. Yeah, because you want it to be even. And you're going to fold it again. Again, don't worry about that middle slit there. There's a space in between, but don't worry about that. Did I do this wrong? I did this wrong. Okay. See, guys? I'm going to fix it right here. I'm not going to edit this out. I'm going to fix it right here. Because that's what happens when you are trying to create something. Okay, so that's better. And then you're going to fold this up. Now, when you fold this up, make sure it overlaps enough over the paper here, especially this one here that it has, because it was a printable, it has that part right there. Just bring it up so that it covers. Oh, I like this paper. It looks so pretty. And you're going to fold. So it looks kind of like a ship, or not a ship, like a boat, right? And then you're going to fold it in the middle. Try to get it as close as you can, as even as you can. Okay. And there you go. Now, these corners right here, you can either bring them in, which I do because I feel like it supports the paper more, or you can cut them, whatever you like. So I choose to put them in because I think that it supports the paper, especially if the paper's thin, like this paper is copy paper. I fold them in. So then you have your pocket here and your pocket here. This one was very simple. I sewed around here all the way down and all the way around. So of course I opened it and I did the sewing all the way around, making sure that the pockets were not sewn in. And then I think it looks really pretty. And then you have your two pockets. So that is pocket number 2. And of course these pockets are more like insert pockets that I'm showing you. So this is number 2, and look how pretty that looks with that paper, right? Super cute. I mean, you can definitely cut this out here. I didn't do it. I don't know if I did it with the other ones, but you can definitely trim it before you actually do this, and it'll be a bit smaller, but not that much smaller. But yeah, if you want to cut this out, definitely cut it out first. That way it could look something like this without that border there. So that one was easy. That's number 2. Here's another one that I did with a different printable, but look how pretty it looks. You see, it doesn't have that large border. This one had a small border, which I left, which I thought it looked nice, the white. This is the other side. here again I sewed through the whole thing, and you have your pocket here, here, and then in the middle you can sew it too, or you can just glue it, and then you have your pocket there. Okay, so then we have pocket number 3, which is this one here. This one is also very simple. As you can see, it's just like that. So you have your pocket here and your pocket there. Of course, this one is also an insert. Look how pretty that paper is. So I chose this paper. It's also printable. Let me get my book so I can show you. And it goes like this between your page, and you're gonna have your pocket here and your pocket here. And the same with the other side, your pocket here and your pocket here. So now I'm going to show you how I did this one. Let me pick another pretty paper. I think I'm going to use this one. Isn't that pretty? So you know what? I'm going to cut this out here. So you won't have to see too much of that. Okay? Because it doesn't have to. You can cut it. You can cut the paper a little bit. It's not going to affect the pocket too much. So now, to do this one here, let me see if I remember correctly. Very simple. It's just 2 folds. So you're gonna do 1 fold, just a little bit, not actually in the center, but make this part a little bit larger, and then you're just gonna overlap this pocket here. And of course, I made that a little too. I mean, I can definitely do it like this, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do it just like that one. So I'm gonna make it just a tad bit smaller. Okay, that's better. And then I'm gonna overlap. This paper is so pretty. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fold this way, making sure that it's even. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. So now what I do is I fold right on top of here. I'm sorry, I sew right on top of here. All the way through. So I'll open this and I'll sew this down first. I'm gonna glue it instead of sewing it. So this is the way I would sew it down. Of course, I will glue it first and let the glue dry. And then this is your pocket. So you're going to just glue. I put a little bit of glue in the center and on the side. And that's it, guys. That is your pocket. So now you have your pocket here and your pocket here. But the reason, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know about these pockets. Some of you probably already created pockets like this, but what I was trying to do is show you how you can use a 8.5 and 8.5 by 11 paper, one-sided paper, so that you can hide that white part without having to back it up to another paper, or having to use a double-sided paper. I mean, these are good for double-sided papers, but my thing with the double-sided papers is most of the double-sided paper, first of all, is cardstock, which is a little thicker, and you usually don't see. I'm sure they exist, and I'm sure some of you have had it, but it's rare that I see a scrapbooking paper that is double-sided, that is thinner than the cardstock. So I wanted to not use the cardstock because it's too thick for junk journal pockets for me, I think, and so I wanted to use thinner pockets or thinner paper to do pockets where you can fit them into your junk journal and it doesn't make the junk journal too bulky. So this is that pocket there. So of course it looks prettier when you sew it. See the sewing? this one I did sew the middle here. Yeah, very simple but very easy. So that's that pocket. Then I have my floating, I call it floating pocket. I guess you can word it what you want. You can call it a flat pocket, but I call it a floating pocket because this is what it looks like when you put it in your journal. So you're going to put your tag, and half of the tag is going to show. Now, it's not going to go all the way through because you have this part secured here. And then you have your tab where you're going to glue it. So let me just bring out my book again. So you're going to glue this tab to your journal. And then this is going to be your floating tag like that. And then you have your tag or whatever you're going to put in there, and it doesn't hide the whole tag. You can see half of it out, which I really like that. I created this one in one of my first journals, the spiral journal, the one with the metal spiral. And I kept that journal because I created a few pockets there that I never created before, and I wanted to keep it just for reference. And so this was one of the pockets that I created in that journal, and so I wanted to recreate it. Also, here I created a double pocket. So but the other one I didn't. This one here, when I was playing around with it, I said, you know, I can actually create two pockets. So it has this one pocket that you can see your tag or whatever you're going to put there, which I really like. And then I created a second pocket up here. So what I did was I wind up sewing this here because I didn't want whatever to go all the way down. So, and now you have two pockets that you can flip. You can probably put a pocket here too, or use this as journaling spot there, but that's the way it will look. So this tag is probably a little too big for that pocket, so we use this one here. It could probably go a little bit more. And if you're gonna have, and of course you can make this smaller. You see this one fits in a little better. You're gonna glue that there. And then you have your pocket that goes like that. But I really love that it shows the whole tag there. So that's one. So now I also created this one here. This is a smaller one. You can definitely make it much smaller than that. This one seems to be a little bit more wider this way, but it's smaller this way. And it's the same thing. I didn't do the tag for this one though. So if you want a smaller tag, you can make it smaller. And I did sew the top one of this one. So this one, you can actually either or use it like that. You don't even have to use it as a flap. You can use it like that. Just glue in this part here, and leave this part open. So you can actually use the floating tag like that. You're still going to be able to put in your tag or whatever you want to put in there. You're going to be able to pull it out and put it in, and then you can use your pocket like that. So you could have two pockets. The only thing is that this is already designed for this, and the reason why I sewed it here is because if you notice, if you put a large tag in here, it's going to come out through there, and that's not going to look right. So what you can do is create a pocket, but make it so that whatever you put up in the top is smaller, so it doesn't stick out. So you can do that. I really like this one. So that's my floating pocket. And again, I'm going to show you at the end with my prototype, my book that I have with all my prototypes. I'll show you all of those. Okay, so now we're going to do this pocket. It's more like an envelope, but it's also a pocket. So I also used 8.5 by 11, one-sided scrapbooking paper for this one. And as you can see here, it does have washi tape because this part here, when I folded the paper, it did not actually overlap or meet. So there is a little slit here. So I did add the washi tape, which I think made a really nice design for it. And then I did cover this part here with another paper. And so this envelope is actually this envelope too. So I made it a little bit larger and longer. And as you can see here, I left the flap like this. And here I decided to fold it in. And I left it like this on purpose so you can see. So it's exactly the same flap, but I folded it in and I added some washi tape there. And I added some washi tape there just to make it look pretty. And then I did the washi tape the same. I used this washi tape for here. And I let it go all the way through the back. And it came out through here. Now, of course, you don't have to put it all the way through because if you're going to glue this part down, the washi tape is not going to show anyway, so you can probably do it halfway. But this is definitely the same envelope or pocket, and I just made it larger. So I want to show you how to do this one here, which you can definitely, once you fold it in, you can decide if you want it longer or if you want it shorter. So let me show you how to do this one. So I'm going to do this one on regular scrapbooking paper. I cut it down to the copy size paper. So you're going to angle your paper like this. Or you don't have to angle it. What you're going to do is, well, I like to angle it. So let me do it this way. You're going to do like a triangle. Or like a bigger triangle, let's put it that way. And you're going to fold. Okay. And then you're going to take this part here and you're going to fold it up in a smaller triangle. So that's the way it should look for now. And then you're going to bring it up like this. And you're going to take this part here. Your points should be this way. And then you're going to take this part here and you're going to fold it in. Now, when you're folding it in, this is when you decide how thick you want your pocket. So, or what length you want your pocket. So, to me, this one's pretty good. I usually measure it by the point here. That little bit right there is perfect for me. And then I'm folding it like that. And then this little part goes in. But before that, you have a little part in there that you can cut out. I get rid of that little point there. And then this is the slit here that does not meet. As you can see, it doesn't meet. You can see the white below there. And then that's where I put my washi tape. But before that, I'm going to score this to see how I want my pocket, like how long I want my pocket. So let me just. So I don't want this pocket too long, so I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it to here. Okay. So here you're going to fold, right, your pocket. Now it's gonna look something like that. Now, before you actually glue it on and put the washi tape and everything, you're going to get rid of this flap here. This little part here, which is already cut, and you have your guide to cut it out. Okay. And then you're going to do the same with this flap here. So you're going to cut that part out. Which I think I'm going to cut a little bit more because it's right on the, it's like a little curve there, which I don't like. I'm going to cut it just a tad bit more. Okay, here you go. So now you have your envelope pocket. So now here is where I fold this part in. I'm not going to glue it just yet, but here is where I add my washi tape. Okay, so I'm going to use this washi tape here. before I put it down, I'm going to put some glue on here because washi tape doesn't really stick very well. So, okay. So here I'm sticking my washi tape. Okay. And then I'm just going to fold these little ends here. Add a little bit more glue. Okay. And then I'm going to fold so I can put glue over here. And over here. And even over here. Right. And you're going to fold that in. And that little part in there. And then you turn it around and you could put a little bit of glue right here and this part here. And there is your pocket with the flap. Now, you can leave your flap like that, which I think is really cute. And you can definitely cover it with some more ephemera and things like that. Or you can do your little, I forget what they call that. With your hole puncher. You can add your little half circle, I guess, right there. And there is your pocket. Of course, you can see here that there's some white there that bothers me, so you can definitely cut it down to remove that. And same here. And that's just part of the flap. Or you can do like I did with the first one, you can fold this in here and then cover it. So, but I kind of like it like that. So that is that pocket there. Oh, there it goes. I found it. Okay, so that is this pocket here. So let's continue. Which is my next one here. So here I have this one here, which is very, very simple as well. So this one is kind of like, I thought that I would make it into sort of like a belly band, but it can be used two ways. You can use it as a belly band. You can also use it as kind of like a pocket that you can open, and there's pockets in the inside. So I'll show you the two ways. So of course you have your pocket here, or this way. Let's say that. So you have your two pockets that way if you want to use it that way. Or when I say belly band, you can use it this way. And you can put something like that. Now, this one's super easy. As you can see by looking at the fold, it's very easy. So there's two ways you can use that one. But I'm going to show you how I put it in my book, where you can get more than one pocket. So again, you can use it like that, which is kind of similar to the ones I already showed, except this one just has like a pocket that goes through. If you're going to use it with two pockets, then you have to either sew this part in or just glue it. That way it doesn't go all the way through. But then you can use it as a belly band as well. So we're going to do this pocket now. Okay, so for this pocket here, or the belly band, whichever way you want to call it, when I created it for it to be more like a belly band, but I realized and I noticed that it also can be used this way for pockets. So again, 8.5 by 11 sheet, one-sided. So what I did was I did this here, and then did the same here. Okay, and then you're going to fold this part here. And then you're going to fold this part here. And there you go. Very simple. You have your, now before you do anything, just put a little bit of glue on these ends here, glue these parts here. You're gonna do the same with this part here. I'm just doing it really quickly just for the sake of the video. I don't want to take any more time. And then you're going to glue that part here. Okay. And then when you fold it, you're going to glue this part here. And there you go. Of course, you can definitely sew it like I did, and you sew along here, and you sew along here. And there you go. You have your belly band. Or you score it in the middle and you make your pocket. So you can open and you have two slits there. I mean, two little pockets there. Very easy. But you saw how I folded it in a way where you're not going to see white. Of course, these ends right here, if you don't like it, just cut them off. If you have ends that you don't like, but I folded it in a way where you don't have white. So that was my main thing when I was creating these pockets. I wanted to fold the paper in a way that you don't have to back it up with another paper. You can just use that one paper and create pockets with it. It's so easy. It's much easier. And you're not wasting so much paper, and you know, so I thought that was good. So that's this pocket, or belly band, whichever way you want to use it. And then I have lastly this pocket here. So this one is kind of like I don't know how to call this one. So you open it up, I guess like a flap pocket. So I made it so that this part here is the part that gets adhered to the back. And then when you open it, you have one pocket, two pocket, three pockets. And then when you open it this way, you have two more pockets. So I know you can't really see it too much because of this paper. It has like the print on it. But with this paper, I did have to add this part here. So in other words, I did this part here, and I think I used a bigger paper for this. Let me just see something. No, I could probably do it with the regular size paper, but I did add two pockets here in the back. So I did sew here, and of course I sewed in between, and that was it. So you're gonna glue it down, and you're gonna just open it that way. But you can also, so you can put in, so you have 5 pockets with this one. So we're gonna do that one now. I'm gonna use this one here. And let's see. So for that one, I really didn't do it with so for that one I didn't how can I say, when I made it, I really didn't have in mind to create it with one double-sided paper. So I did it with a double-sided because I wasn't really thinking about creating for the other pockets. In other words, I specifically created these pockets with one side paper, and with this one I didn't. So it doesn't matter what paper I really use for this, because you're still going to see the white side on it. So let me see what I can use for this. I feel like I'm going to use the same paper that I used for this, which is a book that I found in Barnes & Noble for $3. And I decided to buy it just for my journals. And this catalog, or this book. So this book has really pretty images of Scotland. And I'm pretty sure that if someone else bought this book, they wouldn't probably do what I did with it, but I did buy it for that purpose. So I'm going to use this page here. I'm going to cut off that little rough end there. How you have your 1, 2, 3 pockets, and then you have your 2 other pockets here. Now, this part here, you can also use it as a pocket if you choose to. The only thing is that this one here, you could use it as a pocket, but you would have to use this as a floating pocket to put into another pocket, because if you use this part here as a pocket, which I did in another, I did another one similar to this, but I did use the pocket, the side pocket, but that one was formatted a little bit different. But this one, if you use this part here for your pocket, you could cut this part off here, the square, and use that as a pocket. Then you would have to use the whole format, or this whole little pocket thing here, to insert it somewhere else, because there's no, you can't really glue it down to anything without affecting the pockets. So yeah, this one is really meant for you to take this flap here and glue it down, and then you're gonna go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you do need this flap here to glue it down. So that's this pocket here. I hope that you guys understood that and I didn't confuse you more. Then I had this here where I was playing with my papers, and when I cut the scrapbooking paper down to the 8.5 by 5, I had these flaps that were left over, and of course these are good size papers, which I'm not going to throw out. So I thought to myself, what can I do with these extras? So I came up with this. So this is one of these size strips that were left over from me cutting the paper into an 8.5 by 11. So I came up with this here. So you can see that there's a butterfly there, but when you open it, you have two butterflies. So I made it so that it becomes one as you're looking at it, but then when you open it, you have two butterflies. So just playing around and just like inventing and trying to create things. I'll show you how I did this. And this looks really nice in a journal page. So let's see, this is the book again. This is the page. You can do it like that, and you can just put it in a glue it down on a page, and then you can open it like that, and I think it looks so cute. And then you can also use a paper clip. Of course, you can add your little charm to it and things like that, and you can do that type of thing. You could alter it, put your little charm on it or your beads, and you could keep it like that on your page, and you just take it off and then you just open it. And I think that was so pretty. So I'll show you how I did that. I'll need this one. Okay, so what I did was I took one of these. So I'm thinking which one I can use. So I don't know if I want to. So you got to think about the colors that you want to use for that. You want to think what you want your butterfly to look like. So you got to pick the bottom color, and then you're gonna pick the top color. So you want colors to kind of like go together. So I don't know if I want this one here or this one here. So maybe I'll do these two. Okay. So let's see, which one is the, okay, so the one that's gonna go on the top, that's actually gonna make the form of the butterflies, that's the one that you want on the top, and then the color that you want on the bottom is the one that you're not gonna touch. So this is the one that you're gonna cut out. So, and I did not, this one I just eyeballed. I really didn't measure, so I gotta just go like this. Let's see, this is 4. Yeah, so I'm supposed to get 4 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just see if I could just measure it real quick. So these were 3 inches. So let's score it to make it easier. What did I do with my score tool? Okay, so we're going to score this 3 inches. 6 and 9. And so we're going to fold it. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a heart. So we're going to do it not on the outside part. So these are your 4 cubes. When you fold it, you're not going to do it on this part here. You're not going to cut on that part here. You're going to cut on the inside part here. This part here. So you're going to cut out your heart. Now, I like whimsical hearts, so I always tend to do my hearts that way. I don't really like even hearts. So those are my whimsical hearts. And the good thing about this is that you have 4 really pretty hearts that you can play around with too. And then here you have your butterflies. So now you're going to use your other color and you're going to glue this butterfly on there. Now, before you do that, you want to score your paper again. This one here, because you want to have that fold already. Okay, so we're going to score it at 3, 6, and 9. Okay. Now we're going to glue these together. So what I did was I used the glue stick. And I think that's the best way to glue this type of, when you have that type of cut on your paper, I think the glue stick works best, but of course you can use your other glue, whatever works for you. So just okay. I use this glue, but then I go around it again with my glitter glue, because there's always little parts that don't grab the glue. So okay, so here you have your paper all glued up. So I recommend that you let this totally dry. I'm rushing a little bit because of the video. Let it dry flat completely, and then once it's dried completely, that everything's together, you can just fold it. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a heart, but then it turns into butterflies. So now in the other one here, I did add that part there. I added the butterfly. So you can definitely do that. So I'm just going to do it really, really quick. I'm just going to do it with this one here. And I'm not going to be too careful about it, but I just want to show you guys. So you do your little antennas there. And you can do the little body of the butterfly. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again. And you do your little body. And color it in. And that's it, guys. And of course, you can add to the design in them. You can just make it your own. Add more to it. And there you go. And so you put it in like this. See? And so it makes one butterfly. And then when you open it, it makes 2. One butterfly. And then you open it and it makes 2. So that is what I thought about with these little flaps that I had left over. I thought that was a really cute addition for a junk journal. So that is what I created. So I don't know what to call this. Maybe my butterfly flap. That sounds okay. So yeah, these 2 little butterflies here. So don't get rid of your scraps, of course, like these, like this. yeah, use them, create new things and things like that. I don't get rid of pieces like that because they're pretty big, and you know, you always try to use it for collage and stuff like that, but if you can create something out of it, even better. So yeah, that's that. So now I think I showed you all my pockets now. So what I want to do now is I want to show you how they look in my book that I'm using as a prototype for all of my pockets. So let me show you that now. Okay, so here is this book that I actually altered this book. This book I got, I purchased it at Five Below. This was one of their sketchbooks or art books that was, the front was totally different. I removed the front and I just altered it for myself. I thought I was going to use it for like an art book, but I totally just altered it and I never used it. I put it in my bookshelf and I never used it. So I figured, you know what, I can use this one as a prototype book to put my pockets inside and to see how they would look in a journal. And I can always use it as reference, go back to it and use it as reference for when I have no ideas for pockets, right? So this is actually a printable that I used. This is a printable that I used to alter this book. The covers are actually watercolor paper that I covered because I do love that it's flexible and it's not hard covered. And this is what it looks like in the inside. So what I did was I took the flap here that was originally from the book. I tore it apart from the cover and then I attached it to here. That's where you see those lines there. And then this is also a printable, really, really pretty. And here is the other side of that, another printable there. So let me show you, and then the front here, I kind of did like I cut into it and I added a little bird. So I wasn't sure what I was going to use this book for, but now I found a purpose for it. So here is this pocket here in a different format, kind of similar to this one. I did make it a lot longer with more pockets, so here you go. So that's one, and you open it. That's two more, and then you open it, and then there's one more here. So this one is so long. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. Of course, you can make it a lot smaller than that. And I did add 2 papers together. So 2 11x8s, I kind of glued it in the edges of each other and I made it into a longer paper. And this is what I was able to get out. But I don't think that I would ever be able to use something like this in a junk journal. I would have to probably use just 3 because it does become very bulky. But yeah, you can definitely do something like this. I added some washi tape here because that little flap there is white, which I don't like, so I just added the washi tape. But this is, yeah, this is kind of like the idea of this one, but in a larger format. And then it does have pockets on the inside. I did put this for journaling space, and then I added a pocket there, more journaling space, and a pocket here. So you can definitely cut this down. You can cut 1 pocket off, or you can cut 2 pockets and just make it smaller like this. So it would be 4 pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when you turn it over, you have your journaling space, 1 pocket, journaling space, and another pocket. So I like that. I just won't make it that long. So that was this pocket here. That was the idea of that. And then here is my other pocket. Which one was that one? So that one was this one here. And this one that I created with you guys, that's that one. So of course, I just put this here so you can see that there's a pocket there, and then you have your pocket there. So let me get my tags. So that's how it would be, like that. And then when you flip it over, you have your other side, like that. So you have your pocket up here, and you have your pocket up here. And then here you have the pocket with the slit, which is this one. Sorry, not that one. Where is it? I just mixed up all of my little pockets and this one right here. Oh, where is it? This one and this one, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't show this one, but this one here and this one. Or maybe I did show it. So yeah, this is this pocket here and this one here. As you can see, it has a pocket there, and then you have your pocket here. Let's show you with the tags. Your pocket there, and your pocket there. And then on the other side, you have the same thing. You have your pocket there and your pocket there. So now I left myself some notes because this is what I want this book for, because I know I wasn't going to remember. So also, you see this pocket that you can glue it this way, but you can also use it another way. So if you decide, you can use it this way as well. Put it on top of your page. This way, also as a flip, or insert, sorry, not a flip, but insert. You can use it that way, and you can still put your tag or whatever you're going to put in there. And then you can also do a pocket like that, or you can do it this way. So you can either glue this part down and use it that way, or you can glue this part down and use it this way. So you still have 4 pockets. So you can use it this way, or you can use it this way. So this way or that way. And you still get 4 pockets out of it. Same thing on the other side here. You'll be doing the same thing. Pocket and pocket or pocket. So that's that pocket. Then you have this one here, which you can do exactly the same thing as you did here because they're kind of similar. It's just the pocket that is a little different, the slit. Where's that one? Also this one right here. So you're going to, so this is the pocket here, and then you have your pocket here. Same thing with here. You have your pocket here and your pocket here. But of course you can use it like I did with the first one. You're going to put it on top there of your page, and you can use it this way instead. And you can use it for the side pocket also. So it works both ways. Here is the tag that you can put aside. You can put something like that and have it hang. You know how sometimes you like to let things hang out of your journal, so you can put a tag with a little trim or anything on it and let it hang out, and I think it looks nice. So you can use it like that as well. Okay, and then we have my floating pocket. This is how it would look in a journal. So here is your tag or whatever you're going to put in there. It's floating, and there you go. And then you have your pocket up here, which I also sewed in the middle. But the good thing is removable. So here you have your washi tape that's covering that white part. Or you can definitely not add washi tape and put something totally different, like something pretty. So when you flip it over, there's a pretty design there, and there you go. There is your floating pocket. I did this one with also 11 by 8.5 paper, but that vintage paper that I scanned in, I used that as that. So that's the floated pocket. That's how it would look on your journal. And then you have the pocket that's an envelope. So for this one, of course, you have your main pocket here, right? You're going to use something smaller, okay? Of course, because you want it to be able to close, right? And then I thought that you can also put a pocket there, and if you wanted to, you could put a pocket here. So I just glued these 2 parts in just to give you an idea that you can use the envelope not only for the pocket in the middle, but you can do 2 pockets. You can do that one and then whatever's inside, or you can do it on the side as well and then use this part here so that it sticks out of your journal. What do you think, right? Yeah. That's that. That is, which is my other little pocket here. This is this one and these that I showed. So I just made it on that one. So that's that pocket. Then we have, let me put this aside. That pocket that I showed, this one here. This is the, I think this is the other format. Is it the other? Yes, this is the other format that I wanted to show. So this one here, I just did the pockets on the bottom. And then you're gonna leave one part like this so you can glue down. And then this one here is the one that I said that you can do the side pocket here, but it's a different format. So kind of similar to this one, except this one is opens from the middle. So it's gonna be like that instead. This one flaps open completely. Let's put it this way. This one opens completely this way, and then you have 2 pockets like that. And then this one opens in the middle. You have your 3 pockets, 1, 2, 3. So you have 1 pocket here, 1 pocket here, 1 pocket here. And then this one here doesn't have anything. You can definitely add a pocket to it, or you can just design it really pretty, alter it really pretty, and close it like that and make this your main part of this pocket. Or you can just leave the pocket in the front, which is the one that I told you that you can leave that side pocket but in a different format. Or you can always leave the pocket in the inside and do that. And then you still have your 3 pockets. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course it could have the 5th one if you decide to do a pocket here. Or you can just make this your main page, cover of the pockets and put your altered clip and make it look pretty. Now I did put it on the side here because I kind of like that it opens up like this. You could definitely put it in the middle. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. Or you can put it more to the edge. That's what I would probably do, but yeah. So you have your 3 pockets. You have your pocket on the side here, and then you have this one here, which you can use as a cover or add a pocket to it too. Yeah, so that's that pocket there. Then this one is one that I didn't show you. This is just the envelope that I used, that I made, and it was kind of similar to this one here, which I kind of made into the belly band. So I think what I did is exactly the same way I did this one, but I did not glue anything down like here. So I made it into an envelope, very easy, and then I covered here and I just glued it down. So this is a really easy envelope to make, and then you can have a side pocket there too. So I should have showed how I did that one, but I can definitely do that. So regular envelope with regular scrapbooking paper, and then you have your envelope there, and then your pocket there, which is kind of a big pocket too. So that's that. Then you have your, oh, this one I didn't show. Sorry guys, this one I didn't show. This is a very easy pocket to do. Which one is it? I'm terrible keeping order with these things. I thought I had all this organized, but I apparently do not. So this is just one flap. And so what I did was I folded the scrapbooking paper this way and this way. I did the pocket. And then I just sewed on the sides. That's it. It's pretty simple. And then I left these sides. I just glued up here, and glued this whole side, and left these sides open here. So of course you can decide which one you want. Do you want the side pocket, right? Or do you want the top pocket? And if you decide, you can probably use both. The only thing is that one thing is going to overlap with the other, so they can kind of like bump into each other. But if you know how to align it, you can actually make 3 pockets out of this one here, because there's nothing wrong with leaving it just like that. You put that one there and you have another tag. If you know how to line it up, it's not going to really interfere with that one. So you can do that too. You can do 1, 2, and 3, the main pocket. And then we have the belly band or pocket, whichever way you want to use it. So this is the way that when I made it, created it, that was my intention for it. But then I realized that I can use it as a belly band. Yeah, so then I just left a little note for myself. I was just listening to that. So I thought about just gluing this part here and this part down, and then leaving this part open. So you can use it as a belly band, right? But you can also leave one of the sides open for pockets. So it's like tons of pockets that you can create, right? So here you go. Here's your tag on the side, and here is your belly band. So you can put anything that's pretty long there, like a bookmark or anything like that, right? So that is that pocket, just this one here. And then again, you can use it like this, glue this part down, and you have 2 pockets, and then you can close it again. So you can use it like that too. Yeah, that's that. And then last but not least, I have my little butterfly flap that I showed you. And so here's another one that I created. Here I have my clip. But with this one here, I decided, right, when I was putting it down, that you can also create a pocket. So why not just have this really pretty flap that opens, but also create a pocket with it too? So you take out your clip, you open it. This one got stuck a little bit. And look how pretty those butterflies look. And you have your pocket right there. So I honestly didn't think about that until I actually was putting it down. And look, and I think it looks great. And you have so many ideas for pockets. Look how pretty that looks. So you have that pretty design with your butterfly. And then you have your pocket. And I think that's so creative. So that was why I spent some time playing with the paper, especially the one-sided paper, because I was trying to figure out a way how to fold it where you don't have that white part in it. So I feel like I created really good pockets without showing the white part. And then I came up with this, which I really like. I think is a good, fun little part there that you can put in journals to make it interesting, you know. And so yeah, that was it, my darlings. I wanted to come and share this with you guys. So I do have this book here that I'm going to use just for my prototype pockets or anything that I create for journals. I can always go back and look at what I created and then maybe tweak it or change it up a little bit. But I wanted to come and share this with all of you guys out there that are creating journals and probably don't have that many ideas for pockets. Because I felt like that. I felt like all of the pockets that I was creating were repeating and repeating and repeating. And to me, I feel like it gets a little boring. And that's why I'd rather just try to make more pockets to make the journals more interesting. Because I do love to see people who create journals and they come up with these little tiny pockets and then they're hiding, and then you see like there's so many openings and pockets are coming from everywhere. I love that stuff. So I was trying to do something like that, but this is what I came up with. So I hope that it helped you guys to maybe get inspired. Definitely you can use all of what I showed here. That's the reason why I'm showing it. So of course, pause the video, go back if you didn't get the parts. I know I wasn't like totally on board or totally, I hope I was clear, but I felt like I kind of messed up a little bit with some of the pockets when I was creating them. But I didn't want to edit this video because I want you guys to see that we make mistakes and that's sometimes what happens to me when I'm off camera. I make mistakes. I gotta start all over. I gotta cut this. I didn't cut that. I didn't do this. I glue this wrong. So yeah, that's what usually happens. So nothing is perfect in life. So I wanted you guys to see that. So yeah, this is my book. Hopefully I can come up with more ideas for junk journals. But let me know what you guys think. Your feedback is very, very important to me. And let me know which ones was your favorite pocket or insert idea. And if you have something that you can add to it, let me know. Show it. Just write a comment down below. And again, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.